Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bears lose another game, this time to the Minnesota Vikings. In a game that the Bears should have won, they lose. And, this whole thing was on display. It was just absolutely just a bad game to watch. The Bears get your hopes up late in the game, only for it to piss right down their legs and things like that. But whatever. Justin Fields is hurt. That's great. Wonderful. Jeez, he's hurt now. Tyson Bagent comes in. He had two critical turnovers that basically, in a way, lost us the game. And that's basically kind of it. But other than that, what the hell else I can talk about? How bad the coaching is, how bad it took them so long to freaking, I don't know, bench Cody Whitehair. Jeez Louise, man. Holy hell. Holy hell. You know, it's just absolutely weird and stupid and just flat out dumb to where I can't understand this effing football team for the love of God. So, the last 2 weeks against the Broncos and the Commanders, we do things on offense that works. We give DJ Moore the damn football. We put Justin Fields on the run. We roll him out in the pocket. Things that we do to win the game, to win games, to put us in a position to make the offense look really damn good. And the Bears completely go against that. Completely 100% go against that with Justin Fields in the game. Yeah, the first drive, they had him do a few QB freaking design runs and there was sprinkle in there here and there. But to be honest, I barely saw any play action passing getting Justin Fields out of the pocket, throwing on the run. Add to the fact, Justin Fields looked like he reverted back to the first 3 weeks of the season where he's not getting the ball out of his hands. He's taking very bad sacks. Again, the offensive line didn't have their best game either. But regardless, when your quarterback is doing that as well, not giving the ball to wide open guys, for example, the play he got hurt on, DJ Moore was right there. Yes, there was pressure, but DJ Moore found a soft spot in that little zone defense that he was just like, all right, Justin, right there. Fields is looking dead at him, doesn't throw the ball. He holds on the ball way too long. He's trying to run away from a sack. He gets sacked. He ends up falling on his wrist or whatever, gets hurt. And as he's walking off or running off the sideline, he's wincing, holding at his wrist, gets taken to the locker room, basically where he's questionable with a wrist injury, only to get downgraded as out for the rest of the game. I see. The thing that sucks here is I wish my uncle was here on the damn recap. If he didn't get called into work, I would have loved to hear his take about this. Now we got a quarterback controversy going on. And the funny thing is, last week we did in our game recap, we did basically talk for almost 5 to 10 minutes straight, talking about maybe the Bears should just punt on Fields and go take Caleb Williams, who didn't have a good game yesterday. But whatever. The issues I saw on offense, throughout the first 3.5 quarters till Bagent basically got into the game, was basically the standpoint of it looks absolutely damn stupid. Even in there's a few play calls when Bagent was in, it was absolutely puzzling. Like, for example, the 3 straight screen passes. Let's get this straight. If Luke Getsy is not fired, I don't give a hell. I don't care what these people say. Well, there's nobody else they can go to call an offense. I don't give a shit. You're telling me you could go, somebody can't call a better play call? Just take Luke Getsy's play call and she be like, I'm calling this. Are you serious? Luke Getsy was twiddling his thumbs all around this entire damn game, not knowing what he was doing. He runs the ball on 3rd and long, gets stuffed. But then he doesn't want to run the ball on 3rd and short, which ends up becoming an interception for Justin Fields. This is the play calling incompetency I'm talking about. Here's another play calling incompetency in terms of Luke Getsy. We're driving the ball on the last offensive drive we have. Tyson Bagent is literally dealing against the Vikings defense. They are on the goddamn ropes. 2-minute warning is coming up. The clock is ticking. You know what a smart head coach does? A smart OC does? You go when the quarterback gets the freaking signal. The signal is this. Hey, kid, take it to half. We're not take it to half. Take it to the 2-minute warning. We'll regroup. We'll make sure we call a better play than what we had. And then guess what? That's fine. But no, because we need to freaking get the ball as close as we can get to the red zone, we don't take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. It leads to Tyson Bagent snapping the ball. He steps up stupidly, I guess you can say, and he just throws a very bad ball. It gets picked off. Game over. I will say it was one-on-one coverage to DJ Moore. If the ball was thrown a little bit better, shit, that might be a walk-in touchdown right there for DJ Moore because there was separation. But see, a good coaching staff, they, especially with a rookie quarterback in a critical drive, you freaking say, do not snap the damn ball. Do not even freaking do anything. Get your ass over here after the last play was completed. It's first down and 10. You come in here, we're taking it to the 2-minute warning. That's all you do. That's what good coaching does. But no, because Matt Eberflus and his offensive coordinator are not good coaches, they don't do stuff like that. They don't walk the rookie quarterback over and say, hey, get your ass over here. We're not calling a play. We're taking it to 2-minute warning. And because of that, that leads into a bad play. And that leads into a play that basically ended the game for you. And now you're on the losing side again. We could have won this goddamn game. That Minnesota Vikings team is not that damn good. They are not. They were out Justin Jefferson. They were not that good. It didn't help that their offense was sputtering the entire first half. Justin Fields looked like dog shit the entire first half, not getting the ball out fast and taking unnecessary sacks. Add to the fact, again, the offensive line play was just garbage. And then add to that, the offensive play calling was absolute garbage. The coaching was garbage. And again, I don't know what it tells me, but if my freaking center is snapping really badly and I see at least 2 or 3 bad snaps, I'm getting over here. I'm like, hey, Cody, come over here. Here's the seat. Go take the seat on the bench right now because your snaps are terrible. It took basically till the freaking 5th or 6th bad snap for them to finally bench Cody Whitehair, which was basically end of the 3rd quarter, start of the 4th quarter. It took them that long to do that, to bench Cody Whitehair. If it takes you that long to realize, hey, our starting center is giving us bad snaps, maybe we should leave him in there a little bit more. Smart idea, coach. Instead of pulling him after the 2nd or 3rd bad snap, you pull him after he did it 7 times. I don't know how many times if I could go back, he probably had a bad 6 or 7 bad snaps. But then guess what? You go to Lucas Patrick, who's no better, and he had 2 bad snaps when he got in there. He had 1 bad snap. No, he had 1 bad. He had 2. The 1 bad snap he had was on that damn freaking interception to end the game, basically. Because it just made Tyson Bagent like, oh shit, this is a bad snap. I got to get it out, guys. And that made him step up into the pocket and let it go a little bit earlier than what it should have. Enough is enough. I'm done with Lucas Patrick. I'm done with Cody Whitehair. Give Dan Feeney or Eric Kramer the opportunity to be the starting center going forward. They've earned the right. Cody Whitehair and Lucas Patrick are unplayable at the center position. They are. Bad snaps, and they can't block. But no, we're going to keep rolling with them. We're going to keep rolling with Cody Whitehair because he's a leader. We're going to keep rolling with Lucas Patrick because he's a Ryan Poles guy, and he has this toughness. Well, Ryan Poles needs to start learning how to evaluate freaking offensive linemen. He had centers in the draft to be taken, but no, we were fine with Lucas Patrick and freaking Cody Whitehair at the center. Didn't want to do nothing else to address the position. That's why I'm going to start questioning Ryan Poles. Why did you not take one of these really good centers in the draft or in free agency? Oh, because just like previous Bears GMs, we're content with our offensive line. We don't want to find ways to improve. We don't want to find ways to challenge the other veterans in this team saying, step your play up. Otherwise, I'll put this young gun in and he'll get the opportunity. And guess what? The coaches have to not be afraid to upset these players' feelings. I don't give a damn if you go out into this damn meeting. You call it Luke Pat, go into this week of preparation. You go out there and you go tell Cody Whitehair, hey, dude, you're not starting. You're not starting at left guard. You're not starting at freaking center. You are a backup this week going into the next game against the Raiders. You are going to be a backup. Your bad snaps, we're not tolerating that. If you want to get yourself back on the field, either someone has to get hurt or you need to go actually work your ass off in practice, get your snaps better. Otherwise, so then we're going to give somebody else the opportunity to do what right now you couldn't prove to us you could do last week. That's holding accountability. That's not being afraid that a player is going to have their feelings upset. It's the pro game. If a player like Cody Whitehair with his veteranship is going to be a little bitch and cry and moan and freaking complain about not starting a game, well, then maybe you just need to cut him and get him off the roster, because that means he wasn't and he never was a leader. He's just a dude that only cares about himself. That's just terrible. It took them basically till end of third quarter, early fourth quarter to finally realize we need to bench Cody Whitehair because he's had bad snaps all game long. And then you replace him with the guy who's no better, and he had a bad snap too. The offensive line was absolutely putrid this game. They couldn't freaking block a parked car in this game if they wanted to. I understand the Vikings like to blitz a lot, but holy hell. The fact that the entire offensive line as a whole looked like dog shit in the passing protection was absolutely crazy. Larry Borum looked garbage this week. It's like he was letting free rushers just tee off right then and there. But whatever. It's the same thing with the Bears. You take 2 steps forward, and now they've taken 3 steps back. What they did in the first half against the Broncos, and especially what they did on Thursday night against the Commanders, well, that's all null and void because your offense looked absolutely dog crap. I guess this would be a good time to talk about Tyson. Actually, no, I'll save it before I get off the video. Defensively, I'll say this. They played a solid game. I have to give credit where credit is due. In some areas, I still don't like the fact that they sit back in the zone and they're just letting these rando dudes go off on them. But for crying out loud, if you give up only really 12 points, 12, 13 points. Actually, yeah, 12 points. You should win the game. You should win the game. And the reason why I only say they only gave up 12 points is this. Tyson Bagent had a fumble for a touchdown, basically. He fumbled the ball away after getting sacked. And basically, the Vikings defender picked it up, ran it in for a touchdown, scoop and score. If not for that score, guess what? The Bears win this game by 1 point. They win this game by 1 point. 13-12. Literally. Like, literally. The Bears defense played a solid game. There were some areas that I didn't like it, but they played the defense, but they played a solid damn game. They were ready to play today. So, in terms of defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus wise, I can't really blame him too much with the defense. The defense did their job. They only held a team to 12 points. What more can you ask for? Your offense got to score more than 12 points. If not for the fumble recovery, they would have did it by 1 point. But regardless, they still would have won a goddamn game. And that would have been 2 back-to-back games. Albeit this game would have been uglier than the Washington Commanders game. You still got to win. But because the team beat itself yet again, you lose a game. Made mistakes. Simple as that. But the defense, they played fine. They played fine. They gave you a good, solid game. You know, can't really be mad. Can't really be mad at all, really. Eddie Jackson, he came back only to get hurt again. So listen, I'm at this point where, hey, I think it's time you move on from Eddie Jackson. I think it's time you move on from Eddie Jackson. I love Eddie Jackson and what he's given the Chicago Bears outside that 1 year where he was just putrid. But I'm sorry, you can't invest in a guy all this money. You're paying this guy a lot of money. A lot of money. He's one of the highest paid safeties in the league. Just like Jamal Adams, for example. But guess what? He can't stay healthy. He's always hurt. He came back this game and he got hurt. Again, and I think it's the same foot. So if he's shut down for the rest of the season, expect the Bears to potentially trade him next year. Because you can't keep him on the roster and you're paying him this butt ton of money and he keeps getting hurt. That just can't happen. And he ain't getting any younger either. He's getting older. I think he's like in his late 20s, early 30s now. And he's already got injuries that keep mounting up. Well, that's just a void of a dude that you're just paying a lot of money and he ain't doing really much of anything. He's not worth what you're paying him. Basically, so it's like, why keep him? Trade him somewhere else. Let him be somebody else's problem in terms of the injury concerns, the injury issues. So that's kind of it, basically. Nothing else to say. So let's get into the quarterback controversy. That is this thing between Justin Fields and Tyson Bagent. So I already talked about what Justin Fields, he looked like a shell of himself. He reverted back to what he did in the first 3 weeks. He looked like he didn't trust his eyes in terms of what he was seeing on the field. He was letting the pressure get to him, which was led to the happy feet and him making bad decisions and him holding onto the ball too long. And then, lo and behold, because him holding onto the ball too long, taking sacks and everything, he got himself hurt. And then Tyson Bagent comes in, outside the two mistakes he made, the fumble and then the badly thrown interception. Dare I say, shit, he looked pretty damn good in there. And I can't lie. I love Justin Fields. I have 2 Justin Fields jerseys in my closet. And Tyson Bagent came into the game and he looked fine. He looked good. As if nothing obviously fazed him. Now, obviously, the Vikings didn't have any film to go off on, and the Raiders are going to prepare for Tyson Bagent next week. But even then, regardless, Tyson Bagent looked really damn good. He knew when he had to get the ball out, he got the ball out. And he got the ball out, dare I say, pretty damn fast. Faster than I would see Justin Fields get rid of the fucking ball. Like the first play he came in, he threw to Velus Jones. There was pressure right then and there. He got the ball out right then and there. First throw. Completion. Right there. Got the ball out. It was like he snapped it. Snap. Boom. Got it out. That's all I asked for Justin Fields. Snap the ball. You know where the receiver is running. Get the ball out. You don't need to scan the field. Get it out. Tyson Bagent did that today. He got the ball out fast and he got the ball out on time. Outside of that one play he threw to Tyler Scott, where he literally threw off his back foot. Tyler Scott made a great play going back to the football. If you're a receiver, you're always told, give your quarterback a chance to go back to the football. Tyler Scott literally ran back to the football, caught it, made a good completion, made it like a first and short or a second or third and short play. Literally. Tyson Bagent, he was getting the ball to DJ Moore. He just threw it to him and he trusted him. Hey, this is my wide receiver 1. This is my guy. I got to go get the ball to him. He did it. He gave it to him. Where in this game, outside of the one play, did you see Justin Fields give the ball to DJ Moore? Nowhere. Come on now. Again, the play he got hurt on. DJ Moore sat in the zone right there. He was like right here. Justin looking dead at him, not seeing him. There was a play earlier when Justin was in. DJ Moore streaking right across the field. For some odd reason, Justin Fields doesn't see him. Again, why they never told Justin Fields, hey, your freaking Your freaking dude, your number one read, I don't care whatever the play is DJ effing Moore. You always look his way to see, is there something that is happening on him? And if there is, you trust him. Again, I don't know what these coaches are coaching up in there, but if I was coaching there, my first read would be like this. Hey, you don't have to throw it to him every time, but your first read, I don't care what the play is and what the first read is. You always look DJ Moore's way first before you get back to the read. Because, holy hell, that's your dude. That's your wide receiver one. Tyson Bagent did that. He knew when he had to get the ball out fast, and he knew that was the guy to throw to. It's DJ Moore. I liked it. There was one rollout Tyson Bagent had. He ruled out. There was like two guys in his face. He got the ball out fast. Justin Fields, if he does that, he's holding the ball a little bit too long and then gets it out a little bit late. And dare I say, Bagent was a little bit more accurate than Justin Fields can be. Again, I'm not one of those Tyson Bagent guys that I'm clamoring on my table, on my desk, saying, give Tyson Bagent the opportunity. Let's see what he's got. Because still, you still have the same play calling issues with Tyson Bagent in the game, just like with Justin Fields. You still have the same bad offensive line play with Tyson Bagent like you do with Justin Fields. But I'm just saying, it's the small thing. The shit with the anticipation. Tyson Bagent is doing that. He's throwing that. Even on the freaking play fade he threw to DJ Moore, he was trying to throw to DJ Moore. What is it? And it was underly thrown. He knew my dude's running a go route. I trust my guy to go up there and make a play. Do we think Justin makes that play? I don't know. He might not. He might hold on the ball too long. The one thing I appreciate Tyson Bagent in this game is he got the ball out fast when he knew he needed to get the ball out fast, and he got it to the receivers. And then guess what? He let the receivers do their job and do their work. That's all I asked for with Justin Fields to do. Get the ball out fast, get it out timely, get it to your playmakers, trust your dudes. Tyson Bagent, he threw with aggressiveness. Even on the 1 4th down that didn't end up being converted, he still threw the ball. Even though he had DJ Moore out open in the flats, he threw it to the deeper guy, and he just trusted his guy to make a play on the ball. I haven't seen Justin Fields in 3 years outside of a few games here and there do that. And I mean consistently. If Tyson Bagent does this consistently in a full game against the Raiders next week, well, then I'm sorry. And he continues to do it the more Fields is out, whatever the injury is, you have to start raising your eyebrow and be like, hold on a second. Why is an undrafted rookie from a Division II college able to get the ball out fast enough, quicker than a guy who was drafted in the 11th in the first round of the 11th pick by this team, and he still fails to have the same consistency issues that he is? You know, this is worst case scenario for Justin Fields, ladies and gentlemen. Worst case scenario for him now that he got hurt, because the more Tyson Bagent continues to play well, one, you're going to have fans clamoring, keep him in the game, keep him in. You have the media saying, hey, he's playing damn good. I don't know if you can go back from the switch to him to Fields, you know? And then two, the coaching staff, that could be like, well, then damn, he's playing damn good. You got to keep him in the game. You got to keep him playing. Sorry, Justin, but we're rolling right now. I'm not trying to say Justin Fields has anybody but to blame for himself, but this is why we say get the ball at your hands fast so you don't get yourself hurt. So you're not taking unnecessary hits. You know? I really do. Again, like I said, I hope this isn't the end of Justin Fields' era in Chicago. I hope he's able to come back from this injury. He plays a solid set of games, but right now it's not looking good for him. Tyson Bagent, outside of the two mistakes Bagent made, Tyson Bagent played pretty solid. He gave you a chance to win the goddamn game. Outside of the damn interception, he still drove the ball down. Now, shit would get really fiery up on Bears Twitter if he drove the ball down, if he ended up scoring a touchdown to take the lead and the Bears end up winning the game, because now you're going to have Bear fans be like, Justin Fields never was able to freaking lead the Bears down on the field for a game-winning drive. But the things I saw Tyson Bagent do, listen, I haven't seen Justin Fields do consistently for games. For games. And that's trusting his receivers to get the trust his receivers to make a play on the ball, getting the ball out on time, fast, and not taking unnecessary hits. Simple as that. Now, the only thing that Bagent didn't do right that Fields still does is give the ball away. You can't have interceptions and you can't fumble the ball away. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, we'll see where this goes. If Tyson Bagent can put up some pretty solid games, well then, listen, like I said, you got to raise the eyebrow and be like, this guy's doing everything that we expect Fields to do. Why is Fields not doing that? I don't know. Maybe we might need to move on from him. And again, even though the Bears lost, at the end of the day, they still have the top 2 picks. So right now, Justin Fields, I'm sorry, good dude. I love him, but he's not in a good position. He didn't have a good game today. He didn't. He literally was all right up, and then he ripped back down and reverted back to the first 3 weeks that he played to start the season off. And now he's hurt, and we don't know how long he's hurt. It could be an extended period of time. And if the shit is broken, well then damn. Is that the part where the front office is like, he could have not hurt himself if he just got the ball out fast. Maybe it's just not going to work out here. So, yeah, and then like I said, if Tyson Bagent continues to operate and he plays well, well then shit. Even though we blame freaking Getsy for everything that's bad, and we still want Getsy to be fired, but Getsy can make the argument, hey, he came in and he was operating the offense how I was operating. Listen, Fields, I love the kid, but hey, he's not doing what I'm envisioning this offense can do. And sadly, that's how the business goes behind closed doors. And those meetings, Ryan Poles could have those meetings with Luke Getsy and be like, dude, your offense was sucking again. But then he could be like, well, look at freaking what Bagent did as opposed to Justin Fields. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, that's kind of the thing right then and there. Only other positive I did like was the running game. The running game was actually pretty damn good, especially Deontay Foreman. Can we give this guy more reps? Jeez Louise. I think he deserves it. He deserves the reps. He was actually running the damn ball with some conviction. And he looked really damn good. He looked like a guy that was willing to show his coaches, hey, give me some more opportunities. Play me. Just because we have Herbert and Johnson, give me the opportunity. Play me. And guess what? Foreman came in, did his job, and he played really well. So, and that makes it a lot more problematic for the Bears coaching staff to be like, all right, now we might have to make somebody else inactive so we can get this guy on the field and give him some touches. Because again, if you have a triple threat running back in terms of Herbert, Johnson, and now Foreman, that's pretty lethal right there. And they could all run the ball pretty well. So, again, the Bears coaching staff, they have a lot of questions that they need to answer, and they also need to get better. Just flat out better at all facets of the game. The coaching staff needs to be better at holding the players accountable, learning when to take them out, when they need to be taken out and sat down, and just, for example, with Getsy, call them better plays and not doing things that are so obvious. For example, like he ran a toss play to Velus Jones Jr. That got a good gain. At some point in the second half, he tries to run that play again. It gets stuck. You want to know why? Because the opposing team's like, okay, he's getting the ball. They're running that same toss play. Predictable shit. That's the predictable I hate. And I know I said like last week, I understand your offense could be predictable, but shit, sometimes being predictable will get you somewhere. But I'm not saying don't be too obvious predictable where it's very, very damn obvious. Simple as that. And that's my issue with Luke Getsy, not calling the right plays and calling things way too damn obvious. Like on one of the screen passes, Darnell Mooney wasn't blocking for DJ Moore. It was kind of like with Chase Claypool, in week 1 against the Packers. For some odd reason, the only difference is, Darnell Mooney's not getting blown up. Darnell Mooney, for some odd reason, it's like he fell asleep and Whoever in the corner right there just blows up DJ Moore. And it's like, dude, come on now. Do you know what we're running? So, whatever. The Bears, they lose yet again. So they're 1-5 on the season. 1-5. To their detriment, or to their, I guess, not to their detriment, to their, I guess, positive news, or I guess to their benefit, they still have the first 2 picks in the draft. Panthers lost today, and now the Bears lost today. So, guess what that means? That means you still have the top 2 picks of the draft. So there you go. I guess that's good news for Bears fans and things like that in terms of you want to keep that news up. But whatever. It looks like Tyson Bagent's going to be the quarterback moving forward. I'm going to be very intrigued to see how he plays against the Raiders next week in Chicago. But other than that, that's basically all I got to say. But at the end of the day, this Bears team on all facets of the game has to play better, And the coaching, well, they need to freaking step their game up. Otherwise, they need to get the fuck out of town. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Again, my uncle got called in last second for a meeting, so that's why he's not joining us today. I'll see maybe we can do a follow-up video talking about this, and maybe do a video about this Tyson Bagent, Justin Fields quarterback controversy, and where he lies on this situation and things like that. But other than that, that's basically it, what I got to say. So yeah, till then, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or night when you watch this video. Peace.